Hello, everybody, and welcome to another California Psychics free live reading. I am your host and moderator for today's live stream, and we are joined by our fantastic veteran of these live streams, Psychic Chip. How are you doing today, Chip?
Hey, Carson, I'm doing well. And yourself?
I am doing absolutely fantastic because it's another Monday live. I love hosting these, and I love being able to hear all the insight y'all have. But before we get started today, I already see a bunch of questions coming in the chat, but I do have a few bits of information for our audience today. First of all, we do have our promo code going on. If you use that code LIVE5, you will receive an extra $5 added to any new customer package purchased for our one-on-one reading on our website, and that website is californiapsychics.com. You can also download our app on the App Store. Once again, this code is LIVE5, but you can see it scrolling on the bottom of your screen. And if you are wanting to use this extra $5 in a one-on-one reading with Psychic Chip, make sure you stick around because we'll be shouting out his exact schedule and the ways to reach him later in the stream. Now, lastly, before we get started, I do want to list off some ground rules for questions today. We will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions during this live stream. For medical, this can include treatment questions, medications, pregnancies, and general fertility questions. And for legal, this can include court cases, custody battles, and just general court decisions. And if you do ask about another person, please just make sure you include their first name. This will allow Chip to more accurately answer your question and connect faster. But without any further ado, Chip, if you are ready to go, we can get started.
Let's do it, Carson. Yeah.
Perfect. And also for the last 15 minutes, we will be switching over to our card pull section. So we'll have a little bit extra time to get through those questions in the last 15 minutes. So stick around for that. We have one from Donna who is asking, there is a guy named John who is attached to me. He moves my necklace. Do I know him? Is he a guardian angel? So kind of like asking if he is a spirit guide to Donna.
It's very interesting, Donna. I had a message from Spirit, and they often visit with me about a half hour before I start these things. And there was a male spirit guide who was trying to come through to me to say that there would be a feminine energy asking a question today, and they're trying to connect with you. So I think this is John, and that is insane that Carson, you intuitively pulled Donna's question, the first question. Yeah, I think that this feels like a benevolent spirit. Anything that's disturbing, that's not a benevolent spirit, right? It's somebody trying to get your attention. They can get to you in dreams and in meditation. So Donna, this is not something that you're used to doing. John, this spirit guide, is trying to connect with you through meditation. You can do walking meditations. You don't necessarily have to sit and do the Zen meditation, although I'm a fan favorite of that type. But whatever helps you to ease your nervous system and to kind of calm yourself, that's how he can get through to you. And he's got some messages for you about some things that are upcoming for you next year. And also he's showing me like up to 5 years down the road. So there's some important things that he wants to talk with you about. And of course, if I can help connect to John and read for you further, I'd be happy to do that too. But I think you can get a good start on that. So good luck.
All right. We hope this resonated with you, Donna. Our next question is going to be coming in from Kathy. Is Tom coming back to me? It has been almost 7 months without any contact, with no explanation.
Okay. Kathy, I'm connecting with Tom's energy. Tom feels like he's in a very transitional time in his life right now. It's not the first, won't be the last, Spirit says. I do get that there is some sort of interaction for the two of you between now and the summer. Interesting that you give the number 7, because I'm actually feeling that this is going to be between June and July, which would be July would be the 7th month. So I think sometime between now and then there is some sort of communication. I do want to, Spirit's wanting me to give this with a measure of caution, because it feels like he's still, they're showing me fluctuating right now. And I want to also be very clear, Kathy, that this does not have anything to do with you, Spirit says. This is something going on inside of him. This is his own kind of spiritual transformation that's trying to happen. These things can be messy in the beginning, but I do have a feeling that the two of you are going to reconnect and have the opportunity Spirit says that they're going to open the door for the opportunity for the two of you to come back together. And this will be, as I say, between now and the summer. Could even be as early as April. April makes sense. We have a retrograde, Mercury retrograde in April. A lot of times people from the past come back. So that resonates. So if it's not April, it'll be sometime between June and July.
All right. And we hope the best for you, Kathy. Our next one is going to be one from Holly. Should I stay in my current relationship or should I leave? Is the energy around Holly kind of feeling good right now in terms of relationships?
Yeah. And if she could give a name, that would really help me. But I would say, Holly, I think the fact that you're even at this place of contemplation is a sign that growth is trying to happen for you. And I think that whoever the significant other that is in your world right now, that's do you
we have a
name?
Nate.
Nate. Okay. They're showing me Nate is kind of at this plateau, Holly, and I think that that's where the rub is here, and that's because you're showing me growth and expansion. He's showing me kind of comfort zone right here, and I think that's the rub. Feels like, the spirits give me the metaphor of, you want to go out and go dancing and go see the world and travel and go out, and he's like wanting to stay on the couch. So I don't know if that's quite literally how it is, or that's just symbolism here Spirit's giving me. Holly, I'm gonna say that if you don't have some sort of hard and fast yes from Nate that he's willing to get on the growth path with you by May, I think you're going to be taking a step out and exploring and connecting with other people. That's what I've got for you, Holly. So I wish you the best of luck on that. I know it's a tough place to be in, but you'll get through this. You will.
Yes, absolutely. We hope only for the best for you, Holly. I was checking for any updates as well. We have one next from Cloudy, who is asking, will Chris come back 100%? It's been about 4 months, and I'm assuming no contact with this.
Chris definitely still has a heart tether connection with you, Claudia, and I feel that you, on some level, actually feel that, which is why you're not out. I think if you intuitively felt like this is a hard break, it's over, you would have moved on before. And in fact, Spirit's actually telling me you have done that before, and something intuitively has you kind of in the discomfort of kind of this, there's this tension that's there. You're like, I can't quite give it up just yet. I think something actually, they're showing me my sign for astrology, something with Chris astrologically is happening. I'm not sure if he's in Aquarius. I know Pluto just moved into Aquarius. So there's a lot of things that could be happening, but something specifically with his astrology is causing him to fluctuate here. And that's the reason for the distance. And to Chris's credit, I don't think that he wants to come back until he's for sure that he's in a place to reconnect with you. The good news is that I think that he is coming back to you, and I'm getting the number 3. So we're in the 3rd month. This could represent 3 days to 3 weeks as well. So I want you to let's start there and see where this goes. I do have a good feeling for you and Chris that this is going to repair. He just needs a little bit of space. So I'll be thinking about you. And if I can read on this further, send me a message, or let's do a reading online.
Yes, I think this is a good segue real quick to find out the best ways to reach Psychic Chip. And that is through CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics app. You can see his name right here, and that's the psychic you will be searching up. Or you can click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now, and that will pull up Psychic Chip's profile on our website. Now, once you arrive there, you'll have the ability to book an appointment, hop right into a call queue, or just send Chip an offline message, which is just like sending a direct message on social media, but the only people who see it are you and Chip. But if you are kind of wanting to get a one-on-one personalized reading with Chip, you can go back and forth, really get into the deep answers you need. Chip, why don't you go ahead and let everybody know when is the very next time you're going to be online and what your regular schedule looks like?
Well, Carson, in fact, the very next time I'll be online is in a couple hours. So 7 to 9 Central this evening, I will be on. Adding some extra hours after our lives for folks who would like to try to shoot me a message or get in queue. I do think the appointment slots may have already been booked since we just started the live, so I guess folks may be already grabbing those. But then I start back Tuesday, 11 to 1 Central Time, and then 4 to 7 Central Time. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I will be on 11 to 1 and 4 to 6 Central Time. So
awesome. And if you missed any of that, that will be available on Psychic Chip's profile. And you can also call our customer service line if you are having a little bit of trouble booking with Chip, and they will make sure you can get an appointment slot that works for you and for Chip also. But we still have quite a bit of time left to answer y'all's questions today. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to our very next one. If you're ready, Chip.
Let's do it.
All right. Next one is from Tori. Chip, will Ollie and I reconcile, or do you think it is completely over between us? He is a Gemini and she is a Leo, if that helps.
Tori, just so you know, you have a woman in the spirit world that's around you that's trying to help you right now. It feels like there's a little bit of angst and some anxiety, which makes complete sense. If I were in your shoes, I'd be going through the same thing, my friend. So no judgment on you, but there's some comfort and healing being sent to you from this woman. And I'm going to say this actually feels like a maternal energy. So this is a mother, grandmother, may even be on your mom's side. So just wanted to offer that to you. I do get a sense that this deal with Ollie isn't necessarily done. It's not necessarily done. But they are showing me another person, and there's an R name. R name is coming in for you, and this is going to be between May 15th, May 30th, second half of May. So my sense here is that Spirit's trying to push Ollie. I think he's being a bit stubborn here and resistant. The way they're giving it to me is that you're actually going to be coming to a bit of a crossroads here. And you have that beautiful Leo energy, you have so much love to give, and you want to give all of it to Ollie, and he's kind of in this in-between phase, and so Spirit's trying to bring you somebody that can match that love for you. So as hard as it is, because I know you've asked about Ollie, I want you to see if you can broaden that energy and attract in love. That's the essence that you're trying to attract in is love. And that will catch Ollie, but I think you're also got somebody else coming in. And I keep getting an R name. So this is Richard, Ricardo, Robert, something R like that. You'll see them by the second half of May. It could even be before then, but that's when they really highlighted it for me. And I think you're going to be really pleasantly surprised at the way that goes. Ollie's a tough cookie. He's being stubborn right now. He will come back around. I'm not getting it before April, though. So I think it's going to be after April. Hang in there, my friend. I know it's hard. You'll have that opportunity to talk with him again, though.
All right. Our next one is from Penny. Is there reconciliation in our future between Penny and my husband, David? He stepped out of our marriage and has cut off all contact for about 5 months now.
Okay, Penny. This one feels a little bit longer for me, and I don't take any pride in saying that. This feels like this is going to be a more thorough process. Now, Spirit's telling me that at some point David is going to get pushed to, I think, come to some sort of like mediation or possibly some sort of counseling, or they just said mediator. So there's somebody in between the two of you that either knows the two of you, or this could even be something that just happens through this process, that's going to help reconnect the two of you to have like adult conversation. Here's what I can give, here's what I need from you, and that sort of thing. So I don't think that you've necessarily heard the last of David. I'm not getting that. But the way they're giving it to me is almost like this is a journey, and I think that there's a few more steps to go before we get there. I'm looking to summer. I'm getting into fall now. I think there's maybe some movement by fall that could happen. Some little openings between now and then, but this one is just he's really entrenched. And you know this about him. He's very stubborn. He's very entrenched. Heels dug in, just really kind of hands kind of keeping you pushed off here. Send him love. If you can, before you go to bed, if you can just send some heart energy, just send some unconditional love to him, that will help break this up. And I assure you, at some point, you two are going to get that reckoning to see if this is something that can work again. So I know this one's tough for you. If I can read for you on it, shoot me a message or let's talk and maybe get some more details on that.
Wishing the best for you, Penny. Our next question is going to be one from Jeanette. Excuse me. Hi, Chip. I'm finishing my dissertation, and I need to know if I will get IRB approval in this course. As I have received a not ready for review today, and this is the Institutional Review Board.
I just saw the number 8 and I saw a check mark. So this is a yes, you're going to get it. I'm not entirely sure what your dissertation is on, but I feel like what happened is they saw that there was some room for tidying up or tightening up some of the argument in there. And I know how hard it is to do what you're doing. So Spirit is pushing you and saying, keep going. You're doing incredible work. This is not the first time this has ever happened to somebody in your situation. You will get this, though, 100%. Write it down. I got the 8, so that either means 8 weeks or the month of August. So I feel this is a definite yes for you. Just keep pushing. It could mean 8 days. I mean, who knows? Maybe you just get to working after this reading. So hopefully you feel that conjured up that positive energy. You will get this. You are going to push through. And you got a lot of spiritual support around you too, helping to move this. So best of luck to you, my friend. And I appreciate all that hard work. It's inspiring to see. So thank you, Jeanette.
We're rooting for you, Jeanette. Our next question is for Marianne. Ken and I have been enjoying our connection for about the past year, but Ken has stepped away following a disagreement. Do you see him reconnecting with me, and possibly when?
Yeah, I got right straight away. Marianne, I got a yes. Did this have to do with politics or... they say there's like a big 3. Don't talk about politics, religion, and I don't know what the other one is. But, it's something like that. It feels like kind of an entrenched belief or something in him. I don't know. There's something there that feels old in his energy field that I think you poked it. But that's the soulmate relationship. We rub each other the wrong way so that we can kind of heal. That's the growth and healing process. I'm not worried about this at all. Ken will be back. I actually think that he'll be back this month. I really feel like this is thing 2, so this is maybe a couple of days to a couple of weeks at the most. So I feel positive about this for you and Ken, and I think the 2 of you will get back on if in fact my timing is correct, and I think that it is. Be prepared that in April there could be some other things to resurface because we've got that Mercury retrograde that's coming up. So I'm not saying brace for impact. I'm just saying be extra thoughtful and careful with the way that you 2 communicate. But you guys will be okay.
Right. Our next one is one from Tara, needing some advice on her path to work. There's some tension with a couple of people there. It's making me feel unsure if I should move on or dig my heels in. Thanks in advance, and always love your advice.
Well, Tara, the first thing that I get is you're not going to be at this place for forever. So I know right away that there's more for you that's out there. And I do think that sometimes the universe makes it uncomfortable for us when it's ready for us to start searching. I know that firsthand, and just having done thousands of readings, I just know that sometimes the universe makes it uncomfortable when it is our time. The thing that I'm getting with these 2 people, I don't know if you said a couple of people, yeah, because I'm seeing like 2, maybe 3 people, is that it's almost like your light is so bright and they just can't take it. There's almost an envy that's there. They almost want you to they want to blow your candle out so that theirs will look brighter. And that's just not conducive for you. Your soul is ready to go and do bigger and better things. I actually think that within 6 months, you're probably looking at other opportunities coming in, and that's on your own accord. So I don't want you to be scared. It's not you being booted or anything like that. This is new stuff coming to you. So let's see, let me do the math. That's September-ish. So they're telling me 6 months, you're going to have new opportunities sometime between now and then. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. I don't get that you need to make any hasty decisions right now. This is kind of a learning season for you. It's how can I keep my energy balanced and strong no matter what anybody else is doing? So surround yourself in white light, bring your guides in, and you'll see some pretty cool things happen. Like somebody might just, not show up for a week or something like that. And you're like, yes, I get a break. So I'm not worried about you, Tara. You got good things coming, my friend. Hang in there. And let me know when you get that new opportunity, because it feels like it's really good.
All right. Got good energy coming your way, Tara. Next one is from Marcelo. Chip, you may recognize Marcelo. Olivia and Marcelo, their relationship together, or a possible love interest. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Olivia has been reaching out to Marcelo more often than what is really going on. Oh, what is really going on with her? Is she considering wanting to move forward with Marcelo? So is there a possible relationship blooming between the two?
Yeah. So I don't read from memory, but what's coming back to me, Marcelo, because I do remember your name and your energy here, is that I feel like Olivia maybe had somebody, there's another masculine energy around her that was distracting her. And I feel kind of like magnetically this person was trying to like suck her energy. I do think that you'll see her come back around more. They're showing me March feels like a better month for the two of you. But they're also saying to measure your expectations. Disappointment and suffering comes when we have unmet expectations. And so what they're telling you, Spirit's saying, is to allow yourself to be agile. If she needs some space, let her do her thing. You know, she'll figure this out, but ultimately I see her moving back toward you. I don't think the other person is a long-term person at all. I think that's more karmic. I feel she comes back to you. The two of you have more work to do together, some cool things to do together. So same admonishment to from Spirit as some of the other things. Just be careful in April. Really thoughtful about your communication. Take it one day at a time. You guys will get through this.
All right. Our next one is from Veronica. To Veronica and Philip. Philip has ghosted Veronica after almost 8 years as of this month or last month. He even tattooed Veronica's name on Philip about a year ago. So is there any reconnection coming their way between Veronica and Philip?
Okay. Veronica, they're showing me Philip has somebody else kind of bouncing around his energy field, and it does feel like somebody that may be a little bit younger. And I see this sometimes, and this isn't like a male female thing. It's everybody. When you are in a long-term commitment with somebody, sometimes you get curious, and the commitment part of you should keep you in the connection. I feel for him, he's kind of wavered a little bit, and it was almost like it was easier for him to, I hate to say this, but it's what Spirit's saying, so I have to say it. It's almost like he's saying it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. So instead of saying, hey, honey, I need to take a break, he just kind of did it. And so that obviously is very disrespectful to you, and I'm so sorry that that happened to you. I by no means think this is the last that you've heard of him. I do get the sense that he's actually already been toying with the idea of reaching out, but right now there's a little bit of a pride issue with Philip, and I think you kind of know this with him, is that he's almost sort of like, what do I say? How do I save face but then come back? He'll figure it out though, because I am seeing that there is some opportunity for the two of you to reconnect, but I'm gonna say he has to do some serious work to earn your trust back, my friend, and you've got to be able to hold him accountable. I trust that you will. So when he does reach out, just don't jump back in head first, right? Dip your toes in first, and let's make him earn that back, okay?
All right. Another kind of related or similar question. Hi, Chip. From Loretta, by the way. Will RJ come back to Loretta? There might be a third-party situation and no contact since about the end of December after about an 11-year relationship. He is a Pisces and Loretta is a Gemini, if that helps.
Okay. They just told me that this other situation won't last longer than a year. And I actually think before then, you're going to see RJ kind of come crawling back here. And it is quite interesting, Carson, you're spot on that this is similar, because I'm actually getting the same message from Spirit for you, which is, please do not, you know it now, don't dive headfirst back into this thing. I know it will be so validating and it will be like an answered prayer when you hear from him again, but you got to take it slow, because you're going to have to rebuild trust. He's going to have to rebuild trust with you. And there are some things that are going to be uncomfortable for RJ to have to do to earn that trust back in order for you to take him back. but there is some healing that can happen. I do believe that this isn't necessarily done. Just in the reading, sometimes I'll see like, no, this isn't ending. I'm not seeing that, but I am feeling like there's more that has to happen here. It's not a guarantee either. So all hope is not lost, but I want you to take it easy. You will hear from him. I'm feeling there's some energy in 4. So this is 4 weeks. This is April. At the latest, it would be 4 months. You will hear something from him. And are there kids around him or you? There's somebody that's got some situation with kids too that's a factor. So I don't know how that plays. We can talk more about it later. But I'm wishing you the best, Loretta. I know you're going through a lot, and I'm sending a lot of love and healing energy to you.
We're rooting for you, Loretta. Hoping for the best. I think this is also a great segue. A real quick pause to remind everybody that if you are wanting kind of a follow-up session with Psychic Chip, the best way to reach him is through californiapsychics.com, or you can reach out through the California Psychics app. If you want to get a personalized reading, go ahead and memorize that name. You see it on your screen, and I've said it so many times, Psychic Chip right there. And if you don't feel like doing that, go ahead and click the link in the description below, and it'll pull you up right to Psychic Chip's profile. Now, right there, you'll be able to book an appointment, hop right into his call queue if he's online, or send an offline message, which is just like sending a direct message on social media. And the only people who see it are you and Psychic Chip. So it's real private, and you are able to get to the real deeper part of your questions and etc. But if you are wanting to hear it from the man himself, Chip, when is the very next time you're going to be online for those who do want to get that one-on-one reading with you and your regular schedule for the week?
Yes, so I'll be on starting at 7 Central this evening. I'll be on until 9, and then I start back tomorrow morning, 11 to 1, and then 4 to 7 p.m., and that's Central Time. And then Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I will be on 11 to 1, 4 to 6. So offline messages, hop in my queue, or set up an appointment. All of those times, there are appointments available for you as well.
Perfect. And also, the only way you'll be able to reach Psychic Chip is through California Psychics. There are no other Facebook profiles or Instagram and YouTube, nothing like that. If anybody adds you trying to be Psychic Chip, that is not him. You can only reach him through californiapsychics.com. Just want to remind everybody. Yeah. But
I don't have Facebook.
And you're not going to get the same kind of experience. You don't get to hear Chip's voice if you don't get a one-on-one reading through California Psychics. And that's what we all want to do here. That's why I'm here. I love hanging out with you, Chip. Our next one is from Tati. Hi, Chip. Love my current job, but the pay right now is not that great. Will they give me a pay increase to keep me in, or do you think I will have to start looking for new employment soon? Also, this is a separate question.
Okay. Yeah, I just heard by September. So there's some sort of increase coming your way by September. I will be honest and say, I think that later in the second half of the year, and this could actually, quite ironically, this could be like right around the same time as you're getting some sort of bump here at your current. There's something that may even as soon as October come your way that's an outside opportunity. So I'm not quite sure what it is that you do, but I'm getting the sense that you are feeling underappreciated where you're at right now. And we just can't have that, my friend. We got to keep that energy bubbling and going. So sometime between now and September, I know that's a longer timeline, but I'm just feeling they are quite slow. So that's how I'm feeling it. And then I think there's a second opportunity in the second half of the year outside of where you're at right now. And it's going to come in very fast, and they're going to want you to start very fast. So you're going to have to really sit with it and think about it. And we can look at that more, when it comes to that, or we can dive deeper into it if you want to shoot me a message or something, but I'm wishing you the best. Was there a second? You said there was a second question?
It was within that, but it was separate, and it was
okay.
I think we can go to a different question. We hope this answered your work question, Tati. Our next one is going to be one from, I just saw it. There it is. Christina, will I be meeting somebody new, or will Dre continue to be involved with Christina's life? How does Dre feel about Christina?
Okay. Christina, I'm seeing somebody that's quite tall. So I don't know if Christina, you are a little bit shorter, or this person is just really tall, but I'm seeing a really tall gentleman in a picture with you, and it's in the summer, like you're somewhere warm. So this tells me either you're going to go on a trip with somebody, or you have somebody new coming in, because I've not looked at Dre just yet. Um, I feel you have somebody new possibly coming in, and I keep getting it's not coming through entirely. Like I can't hear just the name, but it's like a Dre, like a Trey. I don't think it's Dre. I think it's a T, like it could be Trey, which would be really interesting. Now, when I look at when I look at Dre, there's some feelings that are there, but it's like there's not a courage to step forward with Dre. I almost want to push him off the diving board or something just to get him to say something or do something to step towards you. I think that he will. I just feel the new gentleman comes in first, and I think it might be a little too late for Dre. So you got somebody that's coming in relatively quickly. You're going to spend the summer with this person and build with this person to the point that I think Dre might be a little too late, my friend. So I'm wishing you the best. Keep me posted on all of that. And yeah, was that the only other question in there?
Yes, I think it
Okay.
was just yes, either Dre or somebody new.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Our next one is from Tiffany, who is asking, when will I hear from Darren, a romantic interest of Tiffany?
Darren, Tiffany. I'm feeling Darren is like right here. He's right in front of you. So are the lines of communication not open or something? Because I'm actually feeling you're getting ready to hear from him very quickly. Like this is days for me, right around you in your presence. So whenever I see somebody floating around somebody's energy field like this, it tells me that they're coming in very quickly. So I'm getting the sense that you're going to see him or actually get a message, like something written from Darren very quickly. I would say this is within the next week or two max days. So that's what I got for you, Tiffany. I think it's coming.
All right. Um, our next one is going to be one from Mary, who is asking, what should I do about Jim? I believe a romantic interest of Mary.
Okay. Man, Mary, I tell you, or Mary Jo, I'm sorry, Mary Jo, Mary, I like Jim. I feel like if we were all in a room, we'd be having a good time talking, but I feel like it's like when the two of you go back somewhere and it's just the two of you, it's almost like this negative Nancy energy from him. So I don't know if it's like some sort of depressing energy is around him. I don't know exactly what's going on here with Jim, but I just feel like I want him to go to the beach and take a 2-week vacation and come back happy. I don't know what exactly it is that's off for him, but what I can tell you is that whatever friction you're picking up from Jim, it seems to be on his end. And I don't think that this is you. And I think that one of the toxic things about this dynamic is it's like you're walking away feeling like, what in the world's wrong with me? This is a Jim issue. And I'm not just saying that because I'm reading for you. I'm saying it because it's the God's honest truth. That's the way that I feel. Because of that, and because he feels a bit stuck for me, I would just say I would encourage you to broaden your horizons here, my friend. I wish I could say hang in there with him, but it just feels like he's wanting to be sour and just stay kind of frozen right here. So that's what Spirit's giving to me, and I can't tell you what to do. You got to do what you intuitively feel to do, but I don't feel him moving anytime soon right now, and I'm sorry about that, but there are others. You're going to call in others, okay? So just hang in there.
All right. And we're really wishing you the best, Mary Jo. We hope it gets better. We hope it's doing all right. Our next one is from Chelsea. Is Nick planning on reaching out this month? And she is a Libra, I believe. Libra? No, Scorpio.
Scorpio. Yeah.
Yes.
I think Nick is right around you, Chelsea, actually. I'm getting the number 2, so this is 2 days to 2 weeks. I actually feel like you are gonna hear from him. Is there the possibility that somehow you would see him? Because it's interesting, Spirit showing me you seeing him. So I don't know if this is like FaceTime or it's a text and then, hey, let's FaceTime, or a text and, hey, let's go see each other, or you just randomly somehow come across Nick. But I actually do think you're bound to see him. And so I'm going to give you that too, because that was the first thing that came to me as soon as I started reading and I saw Nick's name. So wishing you the best on that. Keep me posted, Chelsea. Yep.
Yeah. And I do, I guess, want to shout out another way to reach Psychic Chip is through CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics app. So, Chelsea, if you do want to give a follow up, you can go ahead and just type in through CaliforniaPsychics.com Psychic Chip, or you can click the link in the description below, and that will pull you right up to Psychic Chip's page, as well as the ability to book an appointment with him or send an offline message. Chip, when is the very next time you're going to be online in your regular schedule for those who do want to get like a personalized one-on-one reading with you where they can go back and forth with their questions?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do it. So I'll be logging on this evening at 7 Central Time. I'll go until 9. And I'll be back tomorrow, 11 to 1, and then 4 to 7 Central Time. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it will be 11 to 1 and 4 to 6 Central Time. And I do answer offline messages too, so you feel free to shoot me a message.
All right. Our next one is from Tina. In about a few minutes, we will be switching over to our card pull section. So if you have not gotten your question answered yet, that will be in a little bit of an extra time as we go through card pulls a bit faster during the last 15 minutes. So stick around. Tiana is asking, will John and I rekindle?
Yeah. Yeah, Taina, I'm not sure. I think it's pronounced Taina, maybe. I'm not sure, but however you pronounce it, my friend, I apologize. I hope I've done right by you. But I do actually feel that there is a rekindling energy between you and John. Maybe both of you actually have somebody around you right now, because I'm seeing you separated, but then I'm feeling like there's somebody around both of you right now that's showing the other interest, but I'm not sure that it's reciprocated. So I think you're kind of in your corners right now, but I actually do feel the two of you coming back together. And is there something in October that you have planned together? If not, I feel there's a trip or there's something in October that you're going to do together. And so this could be a trip. This could be, I don't know if it's a birthday or something, but there's some sort of celebration they showed me in the fall, and they just took me to October. So I don't think you're going to not hear from them until then. I mean, there's something powerful that happens there. It's going to take you guys to the next level. So yeah, best of lucks to you.
All right. Best of luck to you, Tiana, or Tina, excuse me. Our next one, we're actually going to be switching over to our card pull section to give everybody a little bit of an extra chance to get their question answered today. And our first card pull is actually going to be one from Michelle. If you are ready, Chip, Michelle is asking for just a general love card.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I get a pretty powerful card here for you, my friend, and it's the awareness card that comes from this particular deck, which actually represents the magician in the traditional tarot. This is somebody that's going to be probably darker featured. It's going to come in kind of out of nowhere and going to be like very instant connection. With the awareness here, I actually think that there's going to be a really broad sense of like spiritual connection between the two of you, not just like soul energy. But I mean, I actually think the two of you both have a very nice spiritual connection that you'll be able to bond over as well. It won't just be the love, it'll be the full package. I'm also getting the number 1. So that's a pretty cool thing. That could be within the next month or so, this is coming to you. So yeah, feel good about this for you, Michelle. Best of luck.
Best of luck, Michelle. Our next one is from T, a love and career card. Thank you, by the way, in advance.
Yeah. Oh, love card here, emotional withdrawal. And I think this is actually speaking to you right now. You're just taking some time to get closer to you. I know that sounds a little cliche, but T, you're figuring out your relationship between you, and that is a beautiful thing, because when people skip over that, they keep attracting the wrong people. So there is some importance here to you really nurturing that relationship with yourself, I think that you're going to see somebody coming in relatively short order. I actually really feel positive, and for your career card, I get positive movement forward. So when I get this card for somebody, that's a promotion, that's some sort of advancement, some sort of increase in your pay, or an outside opportunity that comes in and just really swoops you off your feet. I mean, it is just like it says, positive movement forward. So I feel good on both fronts for you. Keep taking care of you, and I know that you're doing that. It's a big thumbs up from Sierra.
Perfect. Amazing right there. Our next one is for Jennifer with a work and finance card, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Patience and planning comes up for you with work and finance. This tells me, Jennifer, that there's some sort of recalibration that's happening right now for you. And you may feel like there's some ebb and flow going on. That's a good thing. It means that you're sorting through what you need, what you don't need anymore. That's a good thing. And the quicker our manifestation, the quicker we're able to connect with what it is that we need and what we want, the quicker that manifestation comes in. So the more you start general, the more specific you get. If it's better hours, if it's working from home, better benefits, better pay, whatever it is that you need in specific, you're going to see that happen as soon as you kind of recalibrate. This is also a message to just be thoughtful about spending and everything right now for you. And so you may be wanting to build and save. So if that's for home improvements, something like that, if you're thinking about preparing, selling a home. So all of those things come with that card. Feels good though. Feels good. We got good things coming.
All right. Our next one is going to be one from Alicia, who is getting a love card.
Absolutely. Let's see here. The wisdom card. Wisdom corresponds to the Hierophant in the tarot, which is the card of traditional monogamous committed relationship. It says that there is one that's destined to you. It's a major arcana card. It means that this is part of your soul path. This isn't some willy-nilly, somebody's going to come in, you're going to have a 6-month romance and then they'll be out the door. This is a life partner person coming in for you. It's also the number 5, and that a lot of times comes through as the month of May. So I think you're actually already manifesting and you're connecting with this person energetically. You're kind of magnetically pulling them in and they're magnetically pulling you in. So I love to see that. And I think that you're going to have a relationship here before midpoint of the year. Feels good.
All right. Our next one is going to be one from Sabrina, who is asking for, again, another love card.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Triumphant success. Wow. This is a new love coming in for you, Sabrina. So it's a 1 card, meaning that it's new. This is not somebody that you know today, but it's somebody with whom you're going to have a beautiful relationship. And it does give you the possibility of going the distance with this person. Kind of similar message to the reading before you. Somebody new, but it's somebody that you can do life with. This is somebody who's going to come in very, very quickly. That's a very fast card, meaning this could be within a day, within a week, by the first of a month. This is coming in very swiftly. It's going to have a lot of positive movement. It's going to push you outside your comfort zone. You're going to push them outside their comfort zone. All kind of growth that's going to be happening in this relationship. So I look forward to good news coming to you, Sabrina, in short order. Feels good.
All right. Next one will be one from Angelica. Love card. Just started talking to a guy named Andre. What are his intentions?
Okay. So the material and spiritual prosperity card. This is a beautiful card. Andre is the real deal. He means what he says that he means. He has good intentions for the two of you. And it's so interesting because when we're spiritually connected in a high vibrational state, the material stuff comes along with it too. Isn't it interesting how that works, Angelica? So I feel good about you and Andre, and actually think this is headed in a very, very positive direction for the two of you with that card coming up for you. So yeah, best of luck.
Best of luck to you, Angelica. Our next one for Krista, who's just asking for a general card.
Okay, all right. So you get the rest and rejuvenation card, my friend. Now, this card might seem boring on the outside. It's like, oh my gosh, who wants to rest and rejuvenate? Chip, tell me I'm going to, win the mansion. That's whatever. This is actually saying that stuff is getting ready to pick up for you and it's going to be very, very busy. So Spirit's actually wanting to prepare you that you have some manifestations that are coming up for you in order to best access them and to have this happen in a way that's maybe more expedited. It is time for you to take care of you. So if you've been feeling a little sickly or you've been feeling a little tired or fatigued, or maybe you need to be a little bit better about resting on the weekends, whatever, however it applies to you, take your energy levels seriously because you're getting ready to need every ounce of energy you got for the upcoming months. This year is going to be a really big year for you. So that is not a boring card. This is a positive card. I'm excited to hear, Krista, about what that manifests and what it looks like. So,
all right. Next one is for Daniel. Hey, Chip, a career card for Daniel.
Okay. Career card for Daniel. Well, this is interesting, Daniel. I get the moving on card for you. So this either says that there's a position that you're in right now that's not serving you, that you're getting ready to step out of into something new, which is great. Things might have been a little bit chaotic where you're at work right now. Things will smooth out. You'll move on from that. It could also quite literally mean that you're going to have a new opportunity, like a carrot dangling here, that's going to get you out of where you're at and to catapult you into something that's even better for you. So whichever of those it is, and I'm feeling that it's going to be something that's going to have more money attached to it for you, is going to be much better. This corresponds to the Six of Swords in the actual tarot. It's a picture of somebody getting out of like tumultuous waters into a nice serene place. So you got more money coming to you. Your energy levels are going to be much better. The people are going to be much more amicable around you. So look for whatever the situation is that you're in now to improve.
All right. One next for Demi Lola, for who is looking for a career card.
Okay, career card. Well, I do get the patience card for you, my friend, and I actually think that this is rewarding you. This is saying that you have been patient. Something tells me you have been patient. Nobody goes out and plants a seed and then goes out the next day and goes, why in the world is this corn stalk not grown, right? So if I've ever read for you before, you probably heard me use that analogy. It is happening for you. It is absolutely happening for you. So whatever seed you've planted is in the process of growing and blossoming. The perfect opportunity is coming your way. Just a little bit longer, it is on its way to you. So just hang in there, my friend. Patience is not a no. Patience is a yes, and it's on its way to you. Okay? So hang in there.
All right. Now I just want to remind everybody, we still have a few minutes left to get our questions in, but the best way to reach Psychic Chip, if you are kind of wanting a follow-up session with him in a more one-on-one personalized format, is to go to californiapsychics.com or reach out to the California Psychics app. You can click the link in the description in the live stream you're watching right now, and it'll pull up Psychic Chip's profile on californiapsychics.com, where you'll have the ability to book an appointment, hop right into his call queue, or even send an offline message, which is just like sending a direct message on social media. And it's very private, these readings with Chip. So you'll be able to get really deep with all of your questions and go back and forth too. Chip, why don't you remind everybody the very next time you're going to be online and your regular schedule for those who maybe want to reach out later this week?
Yes, absolutely. So I will be on this evening starting at 7 Central Time going through until 9. And then I'll be back on tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. going to 1 p.m. Central, and then 4 to 7 Central, offering appointments all of these hours, by the way. So grab one if you don't want to wait in queue, or shoot me a message. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'll be on 11 to 1 and 4 to 6 Central Time.
All right. All right. And if you missed any of that, you can always call our customer service line as well, and they can make sure to get an appointment booked with you and Chip. So that way it gets a time that works perfectly for you. And if you were just struggling, you can't seem to get it on the app or online, sometimes it could be a little bit finicky if there's a lot of people trying to get a hold of Chip. So our next one will go from Lotus. Lotus, who was asking just for a love card in general.
You and Jesse, let's see here. Interesting. You get the New Beginnings card. This actually represents the Fool in the traditional tarot, which is a card about all kind of beautiful, good things coming for you. It's no mistake that I decided to go with this more illustrative deck this evening on this particular reading. New Beginnings. That's telling me that you two are getting ready to walk into a new chapter in this relationship. That could be either taking it to the next level if there have been some sort of conflict that's not only going to resolve, but it's going to catapult you guys into the next level. So look for this relationship to not just continue on, but to morph into something that's more beautiful. And Spirit's showing me in my vision like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. So this is actually a quite positive message for you and Jesse, and I'm wishing you the best.
All right. One next for Randy. And I believe this is actually
Randy.
for, I think, a J, if I'm getting that correct. I think I
wow. Partnerships and alliance. This tells me that there is some sort of, I mean, you see the hands here. There's some sort of connection that's trying to happen, that's getting ready to happen. I also feel like, just so you know, that there are some things going on in Jay's world that's pushing him towards you, Randy. So patience here, but your patience will be rewarded. I actually think that there's something coming up for you. This is a 3 card. So this is like telling me something in 3. This is the 3rd month. So here we go. This feels very, very positive for you. I think something's coming up this month for you too. Please do keep me posted. I look forward to your updates on that. So still feeling good.
One next is going to be from Amber, who's asking for a love card.
Amber, love card for you. Whoa. You get the Harmony card, Amber. Are you currently seeing somebody right now? Or are you contemplating seeing somebody right now that's in your world? If not, look for in very short order somebody to be coming in. This corresponds to the Lover's card in the tarot, which is about soulmate energy. I think you've got a major season for love coming up, and it's it doesn't surprise me that you're asking about that with that, your energy pulling that card up here. So yeah, something quite beautiful is in progress for you. I'd love to hear more, and we can read more in detail, Amber. I'd love to speak with you about that. Feels good.
And just a reminder, one of the best way, we do have just a few more minutes left, so I just want to remind everybody real quick, you can reach out to Psychic Chip on CaliforniaPsychics.com through our website or the app. You can go ahead and click the link in the description below, and that'll pull up right to Psychic Chip's page, as well as the ability to book an appointment, hop right into his call queue, or just send an offline message. And if you're having any trouble scheduling with Psychic Chip this week, you can always call our customer service line, and they will be able to book an appointment for you. But we will shout out that schedule one more time, but we still have some time for questions and trying to speed run a little bit. One next from Amanda, who is asking for a love and career poll. Is there an interview soon or a significant event in love coming her way? Thanks in advance.
Okay, so you got the 6 of Cups, which is the Memories of Love card in this deck, which corresponds to the 6 of Cups. This says that somebody from your past is likely going to be coming back in for career and love. So that means that either somebody that you've already interviewed with or somebody that you've worked with before, you're going to very quickly be working with. I also take that to mean that somebody from the past may also be re-entering your love. You say an interview soon or significant event in love. Absolutely. I mean, this is a quite a fortuitous card to pull for you, Amanda. And so I feel good about both actually for you. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Our next one is going to be next from Lisa or Tiffany, I guess, but we will get to Lisa right afterwards. Tiffany, who is asking for a career card.
Okay. All right. Tiffany, your card is Prosperity Begins. This tells me that you either have some sort of new opportunity coming your way, or you've got some sort of offer that is going to be given to you within your current situation. So I'm not sure if you're in a job or not, because we're not reading on that, but just a general card. Prosperity Begins is the exact kind of card you would want to get for yourself in a career reading. So that tells me that you got some cool stuff, not just money, but also like fulfillment from whatever the work is. So you're going to feel proud. It feels like advancement. It's something new. So a new position, new money that's coming into your world, and you're going to be happy about it. So best of luck.
All right. Next one is going to be from Lisa, correct pick this time, who is asking for a career
Lisa.
card.
Okay, let's see, Lisa. All right. Wow, you got the rejoice and celebration card, my friend. Something is going to be celebrated in short order. So if you're interviewing, looking for another opportunity, that's an incredible omen that there's going to be something to be cheersing about, something to be celebrating. Something tells me you might be feeling like you're kind of like not sure which direction you're going, not sure how people are seeing you. This is a very, very positive reinforcement from spirit. Something coming up, also likely something coming up in 3. So the third month. So it could be that. Lots of threes today, Carson. So 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or the third month. So I feel good about this for you, Lisa. And this is that's the kind of card I'd want to pull for myself. So lots of good energy today.
Perfect. All right. That is about all the time that we have for today. I want to remind everybody one more time that we do have once a promo code going on. So if you are a new customer of California Psychics, you can get an extra $5 added to your first purchase with us if you use that code LIVE5. And also the best way to reach Psychic Chip, if you enjoyed this little free preview of a little experience of what the experience will be like when you get a reading with him, is go to CaliforniaPsychics.com. You can either click the link in the description below, or you can reach out through our app as well, too. And the best ways you can reach out through Chip are just hopping right into his call queue. You book an appointment with him to chat on the phone with him, or send an offline message, which is just like sending a message on social media. And the only people who see these chats and have these conversations and can see those are you and Psychic Chip. So they're very private, very personalized, one-on-one. You won't have me watching, everybody else in the live watching. So it's a good experience. It's a great time. Chip, why don't you let everybody know one more time what your regular schedule looks like this week?
Yeah, so I'll be hopping online this evening, 7 to 9 Central Time. So I'd love to talk with you guys then or answer some messages. I'll also be back tomorrow starting at 11 Central Time going until 1, and then back 4 to 7 Central Time. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be 11 to 1 Central Time and 4 to 6 Central Time.
Perfect. All right. Well, it has been an absolutely wonderful live session with you today, and an absolutely huge thank you to our audience for joining us today. We will be back next week, so keep your eyes peeled, and we will be back. And to everybody, enjoy your week. And yeah, any final words, Chip, besides goodbye?
Just you guys take care of yourself, and I look forward to reading for you all more soon.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you, and bye-bye.